Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Set! 230. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Go 44. Hey, Alpha.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, 77. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Well, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6.
Ready. 5'9". 58 to Mike. So don't say nothing.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Slam. He's
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the Saints' 41-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Danny. Hey, alert 3. Check 43.
Hey, alert. No spacing.
Go. 58 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger got Gordon open, completes it. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
A gain of 12.
Well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Jack 16. Hey, Delta. These 2.
Hey, one set. Check right. 54.
This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Jack 16.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ready? Black 20.
Check 53. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Black 80. 50.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey, box truck.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get it.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I smell fear in that offense.
On the run, it's Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd and a couple, Breeze. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Push him back. Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, alert.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 21-0 our score after 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's get the ball.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Adam Gotsis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey! Motion!
44.
54.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now here's Ross. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Saints, they'll have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
5-8.
Double tight, guys. Double.
11.
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is a Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D.
Whoa.
Mike's 5-4.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
1st down.
Dad! Block 80!
Check. Watch 54. Rip right.
Whirl!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Let's get off the field.
Snickers. Middle. Easy. Back again.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You get quarter. You get block me. You get block me. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10.
Let's go. Bravo. And we got Mike, number 50.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at midfield.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ben to throw again. The open man is Smith. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans push further out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Texans 28, Saints nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 31, Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
So we got man.
Snickers, got spin.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
44.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the 41, Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 42.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Saints take over.
Here we go,
first and
here we go.
10
Here we
at
go.
their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze now. And now here is another interception. picked off at the 47. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, zoom. Alert, alert.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jack 16.
Right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready. Yellow lady.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready. 5-8.
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
0-2.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Shoot.
Over. 36.
Breeze now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Alert 3.
Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Marcus Hunt. So we are at halftime in the first of two here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Ready. You ready?
58 to Mike.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Easy, opposite.
Get there.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
There we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
No, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
This one complete to Coleman. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Time to go, Knight. Hey, alert.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Big stop, let's go.
Hey, Echo.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Pick it up. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Go.
I got one. Right there. 54, right there.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as his guys continue to pour it on. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Pass complete to number 19, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Houston.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Five.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now it's Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Adam Thielen with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Houston.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next to score, Texans 59, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave
the booth.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Put them on the buses. That's why they start.
They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, get him.
Easy.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, exit.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Roethlisberger. It's caught. Jones. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Roethlisberger. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Gonna let it fly for... And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Right there.
You good?
Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen, 33 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Let's go,
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
this has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They run it here with Gordon. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's get it.
Ready? Yellow lady. Sammy.
Watch the run. 58's the mic. 58.
Hey, Delta.
Drop deep.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 73, Saints 14. Set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
53.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Ready.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gordon takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
At the Saints 31-yard line.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Houston, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.